Guys, the title is all you need to know. The title is all we need to know. I I don't know. Did the Philadelphia Eagles, did they even score at all? Did they even score at all in the entire second half? I don't know if they did in uh I'm pretty sure they didn't score any in the fourth quarter, but do I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I wish, you know, I would say the same thing normally, but on that last drive, I mean, the Philadelphia Eagles, they were collapsing. They were collapsing big time. Uh let's see. You had like a 25 yard pass interference penalty. Um then you had a roughing the passer penalty. Then James Bradbury was out of the game. And then Darius Slay was out of the game for like one or two plays. CeeDee Lamb makes a. I don't know how he got so wide open so many times in this game, but CeeDee Lamb got us inside the 10-yard line, and there were like 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. But and it looked like everything was going in our way. Everything was going in our direction. And then the Dallas Cowboys realized, oh shit, we're in the red zone again. The Dallas Cowboys were in the red zone earlier in the game, and they got stopped at the half-yard line when Dak threw it on fourth down to Luke Schoonmaker, whatever you want to call him. We still cannot finish drives. We still can't finish. And, all you're going to hear this week from the fans, all you're going to hear this week is how abysmal and inconsistent the officiating was, which you could say on both sides of the ball, number one. And number two, you know what would help? You know what helps in those situations? You know what would help? Not relying on officiating to win the game for you. What would help is if Dak didn't go out of bounds in that 2-point conversion and just dove for the pylon. That would have helped. You know what else would have helped? If Dak Prescott didn't take multiple dumbass sacks that could have been avoided. What would have helped also is if Dak Prescott didn't take a sack on the second to last or third to last play of the game, just going backwards and backwards and backwards. He easily could have thrown that ball fucking forward. God. And what also would have helped too is if our right tackle, Terrence Steele, didn't play like shit tonight. The protection was from Terrence Steele was fucking awful. And then at halftime, I criticized Michael Gallup. I wanted him off the fucking team after that horrid drop on third down. And then he came in the second half, made some clutch catches for us. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you got to stop trying to be a savior. If you wanted to be a savior, Dak, you could have been a savior for us on that point after try, but you stepped out of bounds, which would have made it a field goal game, which would have entirely changed how this game would have ended. Okay, on our second to last offensive drive, we wouldn't have had to resort to punching in the end zone, trying to punch it in the end zone with our offense, one of the worst fucking red zone offenses in the NFL. God damn, dude. So everybody's going to complain about the officiating, and the officiating was bad. Okay, fans on both sides have a right to complain about the officiating from this game, but I just want to point out that we were within the 10-yard line. Everything was going in our way. We had all the momentum in that moment. And then somehow, some way, we find a way to end up facing a 3rd and 26. And we lost the game. So, whether you like it or not, there are a lot of fraudulent teams in the NFL right now. Okay, if you haven't noticed, there has not been a one dominant team in the NFL. Okay, just a lot of all the teams so far have been looking off. All of the top tier big dog teams have been looking off, like the Chiefs, the Dolphins, the Niners, the Eagles. They've been winning more convincingly as of lately. But I'd still consider them kind of fraudulent. People have been saying the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens fucking suck. Okay, they're going to be first round exits again in the postseason, in my opinion. Um, but even then, even in a league as easy as it is right now, where there are no dominant teams, there's no team taking the spotlight right now. There isn't any just top dog of the NFL right now. Everybody looks fraudulent, but even then, we are more fraudulent than they are. Why? Because we somehow managed to choke that that golden fucking opportunity to come back and win the game given to us on a silver platter. Yeah, yeah. There you go. I can already hear it. I can already hear Law Nation fucking going. It was a close game. It wasn't. It wasn't a beatdown or nothing. Eagles fans. Hey, Eagles fans and NFL fans are talking like this is a beatdown. Who cares? God, I will give you $100 donation if you just fucking talk about your own team and stop dick riding NFL fans and stop dick riding Eagles fans. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I mean, Dak Prescott. Okay, look, this is gonna be another one of those games. This is gonna be another one of those games where it's like you can't blame Dak Prescott because look at his stats. He threw for 3 touchdowns. Oh my God, he had like over 300 yards passing. How dare you? How dare you even consider blaming Dak Prescott for this game or saying that he's part of the reason why we lost this game? Dak, he choked. He choked in that moment. Taking a sack, stepping out of bounds. He played good. I'm not going to say he didn't play good because he did play good. He played a very good game today, but he fucked up in key moments of the game. And, look, that throw he made to Schoonmaker on that 4th down, that was just half an inch short of the goal line. I can't blame him for that. Okay, nobody should blame Dak Prescott for that. Okay, nobody should blame Schoonmaker for that either. Okay, that's just Philly being the better team. Plain and simple. That's just Philly being the better team. What would also help is getting the ball first and not immediately going 3 and out. I just I just don't get it. Oh yeah. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Yeah. It just yeah. And if we're not ready for moments like that, and we're only halfway through the season, if we're not ready for moments like that, if we're not ready for moments like Sunday Night Football versus the San Francisco 49ers, if we're not ready for moments like being inside like the 5 yard line versus the Arizona Cardinals and throwing a game losing interception, I don't know why we're getting our hopes up for January. Exactly. We do that all the time. We do that constantly. Constantly wanting to run the ball up the fucking middle. That is so infuriating. And the run game was decent, but why to start the game is my question. And I don't know how you can have any faith. I don't know how you can even glance at the Kool-Aid when we are crumbling the very second we face an ounce of adversity. Is this going to be another comeback game that we got to wait for? Oh, well, we'll get the Eagles. We'll get them whenever we play them at AT&T Stadium in a few weeks. Just absolutely abysmal. Fucking abysmal. It gives, yeah, there you go. It gives it gives me Jason Garrett flashbacks too. Absolutely. I'm seeing a tiny difference with Dak performance since the bye week. Yeah, he's been playing. I'll give that to him. He has been playing better. He played great in this game. He played great in the last game. Um, yeah, yeah. And what Cowboy fans dick ride the most is when Dak Prescott faces adversity, he has these stats and blah blah blah. It's like, but when it comes down to the crunch, when there's a play when we need him to not do something stupid, it happens. It's just and look, I'm not getting look, not taking anything away from the officiating because the officiating was inconsistent. The officiating was fucking horrid. It was bad. I don't I don't understand how Nick Sirianni was even able, how he was even allowed to challenge that, because I guess just because that penalty came after the play, but still, um, it was bad. But even when we were given a golden fucking opportunity on a silver platter to come back and win the game, out of nowhere, somehow, some way, 3rd and 26 from like the 30-yard line with like 5 seconds left on the clock when you were inside the 10 with like 30 seconds left. How does that even happen? So, because the officiating was bad, because it was bad, we're not going to hold the team accountable. We're not going to hold anybody, we're especially not going to hold Dak Prescott accountable. How dare you look at his stats? How dare you look at his stats? He didn't do anything wrong. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, and look, he's been doing better at that too. He's been doing better at that too. You know, using his legs, extending the play, getting away from the pressure, but god damn, dude. You also got to learn to throw the fucking ball away too. It's just absolutely, it's inexcusable. It's inexcusable. It's completely just egregious. Eagles, Philadelphia. I'm going to be the lone Cowboys fan here, probably, to say that they were the better team. We made too many mistakes, even with the abysmal officiating. We could have won. We should have won this game. We should have been 6-2. The Eagles should have been 7-2, but we just can't come through in the situations we need to, and it's as simple as that. So, whatever. Um, what can I say about players individually? Jalen Tolbert, I liked him. Jalen Tolbert was great. I think he made the most out of the opportunities that he was given. I think that Micah Parsons, he got 2 sacks in this game, I believe. Michael Gallup, you're just too inconsistent. I still want him off the team, honestly. Even though he did come through with some clutch catches in that clutch defensive pass interference penalty that he got, that got us at the 50-yard line on our last drive. It's just too inconsistent. I hope that we can draft a wide receiver maybe next season. Ferguson was a fucking beast today. I love Jake Ferguson. We probably need to find somebody to better pair up with him. Luke Schoonmaker, I don't think he's it, in all honesty. Don't like him so far in the season. I mean, what draft pick that we made in April can we say has worked out even decently for us so far in this season? Because whenever I saw Mozzie Smith out there, in credit, he was going against Jason Kelsey. He was just getting bullied. Mozzie Smith, he just could not generate even an ounce of pressure uh, against Jalen Hurts. I don't know if he even got involved in any of the fucking run stoppage plays. We're just gonna have to wait for the film and see. But and oh, not to mention when the Eagles literally fumbled or they muffed the snap on their third down on their last drive, and somehow we didn't come up with it. And Micah Parsons was the first dude there, so you can say that he choked today too. It's like, how many fucking opportunities do you need? How many more opportunities do you need handed to you on a fucking silver platter, dude? For you to finally take advantage and win the goddamn game. And even then, we shouldn't have even had to worry about it at that point, because it would have been a 3-point game if Dak Prescott didn't go out of fucking bounds. Dak choked by the penalties, and the O-line led him to that point in the game where yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Right? The undrafted free agents, they've been better. And I wish we could use more of Hunter Lupka, but in a game as big as this, I understand not wanting to take, too many risks, wanting to evaluate your new talent right then. But I mean, they let Jalen Tolbert go out there when Michael Gallup was fucking up, so it's just, I don't get it. But Tolbert, I want to see more. I want to see more involved in the offense. Same for Kevontae Turpin. He was great. CeeDee Lamb, he was great. I mean, for the most part, aside from Terrence Steele and the sacks that he gave up, the protection, it wasn't awful. The protection, it really wasn't all that bad. Like, there are some plays where Dak Prescott had a nice clean pocket. But even then, even with all of that just hand fucking delivered to us, just failing to execute, there's no excuse for it. There's really no excuse. And it's unfortunate that nobody, aside from Terrence Steele, probably is going to be properly held accountable after this game. Dak Prescott, people are going to make all the excuses in the fucking world for him because, oh, well, look at his stats. You can't argue with those stats. I promise you, that's what Law Nation is probably doing on a live stream right now. If you Okay. If you had your life on the line and the only thing stopping is Chaz Green or Terrence Steele not giving up a sack, Terrence Steele overall has had a better career than Chaz Green. But if you're talking about the Terrence Steele from tonight versus Chaz Green, flip a coin. It really doesn't matter either way. It and there you go. That just goes to speak about the inconsistencies with this team, and it's just it's frustrating, man, because that was a big third down too. If he would have just fell backwards instead of just looking where the fucking defender is, would have gotten the first down anyway. It's just so infuriating. And yeah, it was bad officiating. It was bad officiating in a highly intense environment in Philadelphia. But at the end of the day, we, we, we lost this fucking game. You can't put on anybody else, but all you're going to hear this week is excuses and, oh, we're going to have a bounce back game versus New York. Who cares, dude? I just I got called, by the way, I got called a casual yesterday on Instagram because one of the Cowboys fan pages I follow, he was saying that Dak Prescott has been having one of the best seasons of his career because, oh, look at this, look at these stats and blah 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 blah. And despite the narrative, Dak Prescott has thrown for an average of blah 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 blah. And this is his percentage on big time throws according to Pro Football Focus and blah 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 blah. And I left a comment. I said, "Cool, 2 playoff wins." You can't complain about the narrative and be arrogant to the fact that he has not shown up when we needed him most. And he said, "Okay, you're a casual." And I said, I'm okay. Caring about playoff success makes me a casual. I am so happy. I am so thrilled that we have such high standards for our own football team, guys. If you care about postseason success, you're a casual and you're a piece of shit and you deserve to die. Sorry. It's it's insane. You get called a casual for caring about big situations. Big situations like tonight that Dak absolutely fucked us out of. And it wasn't just him. I want to point that out. The games are not 100% on quarterbacks. But what I'm saying is that Dak Prescott tonight did not help in those key moments of the game. I appreciate it, Jacob Jennings. Thank you. Um, that's your first NFL game? Cowboys versus Cowboys versus Philly in Arlington. Good luck. Don't get lost. It is a huge fucking stadium. Wear comfortable shoes because it's just concrete all over. Um, and that's another thing too. Absolutely, that's another thing too. You look at our record. You see those 3 losses. We lost versus the Cardinals, which was embarrassing. Clear trap game that we did not prepare for. 49ers got blown out when they were at their best too. And then today versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, but what can you say? Oh, well, we beat the Jets. Oh, well, we beat the Patriots. Oh, well, we beat the Giants. Oh, guys, it's cool. We beat the Rams. Who gives a shit, dude? And it's sad how absolutely abysmal and embarrassing we've been on the road too. It's ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. Hey, he'll have 3 playoff wins though. Yeah, he only has 2 playoff wins, but remember when he put Brady into retirement? Brady won 6 Super Bowls, so winning in the wild card game is now impressive. It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I've been there for high school games too, not college. I've never been to a college. Well, no, I went to one last year. That's a lie. Um, but yeah, it's a good stadium. You'll have fun. Expensive as shit though, as everywhere is currently. But yeah, it's just no matter who you want to single out, no matter who you want to make excuses for because of their stats on paper, this was an embarrassing loss. And if let's say the Eagles got a first down on their last offensive drive and shut the game out for us, you know, it would have been a loss, but it would have been less painful. It would have been a little less painful. It would have just been me saying, the Eagles, they were just a better team, blah, blah, blah. We fucked up here, and here. The Eagles were just better than us. But the opportunity we had on that last drive to still find a way to just fuck that up, it is just absolutely ridiculous. And I don't know who you blame at this point. Blame the coaching, blame the just I don't think the way we prepped this week was bad. I mean, it's execution in key moments. And some of that, a good portion of that, had to do with Rain Dakota Prescott. So Marquise Bell, yeah, he showed up a couple times, but he also got beat a few times too. Ron Curse, I feel horrible. Moment of silence for Cowboys fans, whether it was this offseason or earlier. Moment of silence for those Cowboys fans who actually went and bought a Ron Curse jersey. Thank you. But anyways, 5-3, fraudulent. You look at the teams we won against. You look at the teams we lost against. Thank you, Travis Riddick. It's incredible how people are still gonna find a way to be optimistic. There you go. Hot Boys merch better than Ron Curse jersey. Absolutely. It's incredible how people are still gonna find a way to, boost some false optimism when you can't make it any clearer than it is right now at this point in time, dude. This is a fraudulent football team. We are the 2022 Minnesota Vikings. On paper, we're good. The record, it looks good. It's a winning record, but we are a fraudulent shit team. Even in a league where all the top tier teams are frauds right now, where nobody can seem to convincingly win consistently, when there's no top dog in the NFL right now, we are still the bottom bitches and we are still the biggest frauds. We make it as obvious as possible that we are frauds and it's fucking embarrassing. Jesus Christ, dude. But anyways, that being said, that's really all I got to say. Um this god damn, dude. We were driving down the field too on that last drive, and I was just thinking, this would have been such a this would have been just such an amazing fucking win to enjoy for the week if we would have got it, if we would have taken advantage of those opportunities, but we fucked it up entirely. Thank you, Marissa. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next week. I believe we're playing the New York Giants at AT&T Stadium, 3:30 next Sunday. We're probably gonna blow them out. Were they 2-7, 1-8 probably? They got blown out pretty bad today versus the Vegas Raiders. Last time I checked in on that game, people are gonna blow that way out of proportion too, and think that it's a comeback game of some sort and that it means something somehow. Like it's what I said from the beginning of the season, before the beginning of the season actually. I'm just waiting for January. Not just to see where the team is at, not just to see if the team will be ready with all the changes that we made over the offseason. I'm just ready for the postseason so that our season can be over because I'm just that is the point that I'm at right now. Seriously. It's I feel like I've been saying that for the last few weeks actually, but I really appreciate that, Jacob. I appreciate that very much. I just I can't stand it. It's just gonna make it's gonna make the rest of the games, this second half slate of the season, is just gonna make it that much more unbearable when we already know what's gonna happen. It's fucking horrible. Yeah, no more lion talk after that shit. I can agree with that absolutely. Abs abs oh, hang on, pin the wrong comment. Absolutely no more lion talk when the ball was right fucking in front of you. When they muffed the handoff when they were in within their own 30 fucking yard line. Inexcusable. Inexcusable. Not to be cringe or nothing, but I hope we bounce for real this time. Brother, I've been hoping for that for about as long as I've been making videos. It's been 8 years since I've been doing this channel. That's I've been hoping for that for the longest time, but yeah, the Rangers showed up. Hey, congrats to the Rangers, by the way. Made a community post about that. First World Series championship. I'm not going to pretend that I've been watching them the whole time. I'm not going to pretend that I'm as loyal a Rangers fan as I am a Cowboys fan because reality is I just don't care about baseball that much. But I tuned in for all of the Houston Astros games and all of the World Series games. Um, I just wish we could have represented for them and not be a letdown for the city again. I appreciate you very much, Jacob. But Jacob King and Jacob Jennings. Um, with that being said, I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy your week. I'm not gonna watch the Bengals and the Bills. I really don't give a shit. Um, I've been fully watching Visiting Games 5-ish years. Oh, okay. Yeah, watch him just talk all about the officiating. It's just Micah. God damn it! I can't. I don't have anything else to say right now. I don't even want to think about that right now. God damn it, dude. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great week. Peace.